give you some paper and roll your joint right now.
I get big high if I get a little low. Too low, I don't get high. Cause a sober mind and overtime is the only way to get by to the next level of this game. Everybody know your nickname. Fans love you from a mile away, but the hometown show disdain. That shit behind me pissed, man. They call my brother a snitch, man. And I don't know shit, so I lack experience with a shit stain. And nobody wanna be donkey of the month. Never changed up. Put the car key up in the truck. Shit still started up. My nigga dope hands will ball you up. This nigga mo hands will cause alarm. They all want a program, a part of us. It sounds
the truth to y'all about hip hop.
Kick the truth to the young black youth.
Make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell immediately.
Immediately, please.
Hit your do your comments below.
Like, do it now.
Right now, everything you want to, see
like
more from us. Make sure you also like as well. It helps the channel out a lot. Our dog Cairo is shaking the camera as well. That's cool. That's cool. And that's also cool. But yeah, all those things help out the channel and help us continue to improve the quality of the show and pursue our dreams and and deliver better quality to you guys. As you can see throughout our progression here in previous episodes up until now. How was your week, sis?
Good. Also, I wanted to mention Patreon. Patreon, Alphas Explain on Facebook. Patreon is a page where we have levels of tiered support where you can support us. You can be featured on the show.
Absolutely.
You can also get fun prizes, gift cards, things like that. So make sure you check out. It's a blog format. It's things and posts that only you would be privy to see based on your level of support. So patreon.com/AbsolutelyAlphas. That helps us out a lot. In addendum to, of course, subscribing to us on YouTube.
Please.
So thank you so much. Bro, thank you for asking. My week was fantastic. Aside from the cold I just got over a cold.
Yeah.
I thought it was gone, and it came back on the 2nd of January. And I was sick.
I'm so glad you're better.
Through Friday. So I'm feeling better now, but yeah, Pimp was down for a while.
You say your pimp was down?
Pimp was down for a while.
Pimp down. I know a lot of y'all was watching, Friday After Next over the holidays too. So, shouts out to my Cat Williams and Friday fans.
Yeah. So today we have a fun feature for you. It's a local artist who was born and raised, and as he told us in the interview, will probably die in Virginia.
In the Hampton Roads area.
Yes. Hashtag Blackway is the name of the album. The artist, Blackmikemo. He's a phenom. Very impressed with his body of work.
Absolutely.
This album was released in October of 2018. He's been releasing music since 2011. He has a host of other albums. His body of work is impressive.
He's on Spotify.
So you can check him out and support him. We'll give you all the information you need to support him. He has merch and everything. For me, to describe him, I feel as though he is an artist that has a fusion of 90s, underground, very soulful vibe. It reminded me a lot of Sound Bombing.
Okay.
Yeah. It reminded me a lot of Sound Bombing. I mean, but the album, it was even deeper than that. Like, it spoke to me. I really, really like this album, and I really, really like this artist. So, following this review, we will have an interview with Blackmikemo. So definitely stay tuned and don't leave us until you watch the interview. It's a great, great, great interview. A lot of juicy details about the artist on there. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But you want to start the review? Do you have anything to say? You want to say about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Album was, for my biases too, because I'm biased primarily towards subject matters, variety of subject matters, your contents and your execution, which I tag as like lyrical skill and rhyme scheme. I just call that lyrical execution. So those are my biases that are going to be my primary metrics, and he hits those brilliantly on his album.
Yeah, he does.
I commented also that the production, the beats remind me of DJ LES, who I know is local to this area. DJ LES isn't local to the area. He has a studio here though.
And the production is DJ Diz.
In Virginia Beach, DJ LES does. So like I instantly hearing the beat start that DJ LES was his producer, but it's DJ Diz, as Sister just said. So that's a compliment to DJ Diz. DJ Diz is doing his damn thing too. Just you can't say enough good things about it. My favorite track is on right now from Blackway, by the way. That's my favorite track right there.
It's called The Cypher.
It's number 2, The Cypher.
He can easily be on BET Awards right. Cypher. Easy. I
mean, and burn down the studio straight like that.
Yeah.
The Cypher has other variations on Spotify as well. So it's the same bars, the same verses on like a different beat. So check that out too on Spotify. So I mean, and it's dope on there too. That version is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just talking about. I mean, he has like extended metaphors. He has my multi-syllables that I like. He has a variety of different concepts that he's delivering. I mean, like multiple concepts on each song. On the last track, which is Foolish. Okay, there you can. Well, we and you'll see something in the interview about that as well coming up next. But in that song, he's obviously talking about people that we don't know anything about throughout the whole song.
I'm trying to find out who it was.
But it's still though. Yeah, he's. And
I don't blame him.
He's good on privacy, you know. So I respect that as well. Much respect for that, and yeah. So you know, don't really know what he's talking about there, but it's still you can still catch that you know it's deep and it's still a brilliant rhyme scheme on it as well.
And it's relatable more than anything.
Yeah, the production throughout the album is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean this track to me bumps the most, you know, beat wise. But I can still appreciate all the aspects, even of like you know the more old school traditional style of beats.
Yeah.
It's like the style it may be more like what you heard in the 90s or early 2000s as far as the beats, but you can still tell there's like a contemporary, like a modern. You know, it's still a modern feel to it. Like you can still it's up to date still.
Right.
It's not. I didn't really hear any because he did mention to us that he can trap flow. He did mention that to us. I didn't hear that on this album. Not that I was looking for it, but it's crazy to me that he would have that much variety. And I'm looking forward to hearing that as well, actually. So, I mean, for my bias metrics, everything that I would look for in an album, I mean, I have to give this a 10. I mean,
I have to give it a 10.
I don't know what else to say, man.
Yeah,
I mean, like...
I know. There was nothing that I was like, ew.
I'm so used to, like, Virginia artists, like, born and bred artists here being whack.
Yeah, because brother used to hang out in the Walmart parking lot and buy mixtapes.
Right. Yeah. So let's talk about that. I support local artists. I do.
Me too.
And if I'm going back to my car to put my groceries up, and like some random kid walks up to me, trying to hustle, and he's trying to come up, and I respect and appreciate that as well. It's like, look, I'll buy your music. You know, I used to, right. But I bought so much whack shit that it kind of traumatized me. And
but not only that,
it's like,
who's listening to CDs anymore? Everything's digital. Stop! Don't tell me it's CD, please. I mean, right. I would still support artists CDs, but I would also say, is this online? Maybe
perhaps.
Is this online, perhaps?
Yeah, like just hand me a paper with a link on it.
Yeah, just hand me a card. Just make a flyer, and yeah, that's better. More transferable than
right.
I don't know.
And then it actually, you know, sparked a question. I legit had to make sure during the interview, like, are you really from Virginia? Because it's like...
You did ask him that.
Yes.
Oh, well, I asked him that.
Yes, it was Sister's question, but I mean, it was something that I would have asked if she didn't. Because all the artists before him, I mean, I'm not going to say all. I mean, it may be a time thing, too. Maybe over time, artists have gotten better here. That could be another thing, but I mean, there was an era, like, you know, definitely 4 to 5 years and before that, where it was like all that shit was trash, you know. If the rap
well, like that in B more stand up.
Oh yeah, Baltimore has all elite level artists. Like, I mean, that's not any kind of bias. I've lived in Virginia most of my life, but I mean, the artists that are born and bred here, nah. Normally, when you hear artists from here that's nice and making quality music, they're from somewhere else and they moved here. I know a couple of artists from Chicago, and they live here now. And then it's like, you know,
you know who else is from Chicago?
Kanye,
R. Kelly. And we know some people that survived R. Kelly.
Shut up, yo.
Shouts out to Robert.
To Robert.
To Robert Kelly out here. Pedophilia life. Hashtag pedophile. I can't believe this man.
So, yeah. So I mean,
I'm definitely gonna still step in the name of love at anybody's wedding. Okay, go ahead.
That's really all I got. I mean, it's just a lot of shock value from a born and bred artist from VA. Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing more guys like Free Mike Mo that are born and bred here and like delivering this level, this quality.
Yeah, he mentioned some people: Omega Red, Sick Mike, Fame P.
And I gotta hear Omega Red.
Now we gotta listen to that. So that might be our next review. Let us know what you think if you know about those guys. But yeah,
comment below, please.
It's on me?
Please,
It's on me. Hey, guys. So, again, hashtag Blackway. That's the name of this album. Cover art, gritty, grimy. We'll have a picture of that on there. And it's But it's like when I look at it, it speaks to me in a way, you know. I'm like, it's the streets, and the cigarette butts, street, you know.
Right, it's grinding.
The first track is a Naked Truth.
Is that drugs on the ground?
It's probably drugs, yeah. It's probably a little drugs in there. The first track is Naked Truth. And another thing about him, I like his voice. His voice is very mellow and very, I don't know, kind of relaxing a little bit. He has a nice rap voice.
It's easy to listen to.
Which is important, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like, I can't, like, with Kodak Black, like, it took me a while to get into him because his voice was annoying. It's, like, whiny and it. But he's not a bad artist, but... You know, no. But, you know, after I got through that, I was like, he's okay, I guess. But this guy, his voice is very, very fitting for the type of music that he's doing.
Absolutely.
So, Naked Truth, I love the trumpets. It's a very positive family. It's about family. Manly man. He appears to be a very stoic individual. He is married. He's been married 4 years. He just had an anniversary. Happy belated to you again, brother. Black love. I love it. The chorus is smooth. It's a smooth ass chorus, you know. And he's like, tell me the naked truth. I take you on a sweet ride. That's one of my favorite lines from that song. I try to put like a favorite line on here. There's only 6 tracks, you know. Yeah. And you know, we've been reviewing shit that's been like 20 tracks every time. So I had a little bit. I was like, I can breathe a little bit here, you know, and take a little more time out.
Dissect it more.
The Cypher, and I see YPHA is the next track. Like I said, it could have been on the BET Award. Cypher, the beat is flames, 90s type flow, which I love. He referenced Kanye wanting to be a white hoe. That was nice. It wasn't. I mean, I told him I want to like Kanye, and I still want to stick it there with him. But this whatever he's going through, it's been a long time, and he was like, you know, he looked up to Kanye basically, and Kanye wants to be a white woman. You know, same thing happened to Caitlyn. You know, I don't know, whatever, another subject. But my favorite line from this is the biggest voice of pride is moist inside. So, and he's speaking, that speaks volumes to today's manly man that is on the front line. You know, the man that's out there with his chest out and puffed out the most, everybody thinks is the manly man. He's a bitch inside. He's moist inside. When he say moist inside, in case you don't know, it means he's a bitch.
Moist. The moist sounds so much worse. Though.
Moist. I said it at work just to get under people's skin. Like, I hate that word. I'm like, I know you do. Yeah, that's very moist. And he references Thanos on this track, which was also, it was just dope. It was a great song. So the title track, Blackway, #Blackway. I think there's a sample in the intro. I'm not sure, or if it's a variation of a song, but it was very nice. He was like, this nigga more hands and make a lump. I like that song. I like that line. I love the #Blackway breakdown. He's like something, Blackway, something. And to me, it defines scenarios that are heavily prevalent in our culture. Speaks on family relationships and how crack hit our culture. And, you know, it's about making a new plan. And so every time he says something, Blackway, he's hashtagging and saying, you know, this is the black way of doing things. This is what our culture represents right now. So that was dope, creative, unseen so far, and I loved it. I really loved it. Another thing he said, let's see, hometown shows disdain. So he mentioned that, you know, you go everywhere, get love, and your hometown shows disdain, which is true. You know, I got hated on in Baltimore by just about everybody I grew up with. You know what I mean? Looking back, I'm like, damn, all this time I was being nice and looking out, giving bitches rides and doing this for niggas, and they was haters the whole time. But you know, when you're in it, you don't realize it because you just love people. I had a big heart, you know.
We hate you,
but my heart is cold now. I got a cold heart. Cut you off quick. But yeah, you know, your hometown showed disdain, and again, it's an album that spoke to me because it's relatable. You know what I mean? It's very relatable, and a lot of people say that they get famous and are popular or are successful. You know, you don't get love from your hometown. You're not gonna get love the way you are familiar. You know, you get more love from strangers, and that's just
rappers say they can't.
That's just facts.
Rappers say they'll get murdered in their own hood.
I'm surprised R. Kelly he ain't get murdered in Chi-Town. Number 4, fuck shit. FX.
That's a fuck shit right there.
That's some fuck shit, right? Excuse my language, baby girls and baby boys. But another old school film. The beat drop that happened after the first few bars. Let me see if I can find it. Was just completely dope. He said, your pic's pretty, but shorty, where your brain at? 90% of people I know, like, you look good, but you don't really think well,
Yeah, that's a whole nother tangent.
That's a whole nother tangent. We're thinking about doing another separate podcast like the first season, but we have to. We need time for that.
Segment it for just audio. Yeah.
So it's basically about the track is about all the fuck shit that's going on in the world. That's what it's about. So it needs to be talked about. Let's talk about it, and that's what he's doing. Freedom is number 5. Another soulful background. He references Jafari. The message is strong. Know yourself, and check everybody. Check everybody that you can, in a good, positive way. Your soft check all your soft homeboys mainly.
Damn. Check your soft homeboys.
Because I think what he's saying is, it's so many dudes out there that don't even realize that they soft and they be on some,
some bitch nigga shit.
I didn't want to say that, but be on some bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? And even me as a female, I prefer my man to be old school and be a man, and not be on no pump. So if you that dude out there, you see your homeboy on some gay, I ain't gonna say gay, it's the wrong term, on just some less than man or female or just not adult. Yeah, what?
I'm gonna ask you a question. You about to ask me something. I'm about to ask you something. So what would you say would be a good example of like when I as a man can catch my homeboy?
I say you got a homeboy that got kids and he not taking care of them. That's some fuckboy shit.
Okay.
That's it. Take care of your kids. Period. So that's a fantastic example.
No, it is. No, the reason I'm refuting that is because
some niggas don't got jobs.
I don't think it's ever like a known thing that like a guy doesn't take care of his kids. Like I don't think like I think if a guy isn't good at taking care of his kids, he's gonna be good at like masking that. Like it's not gonna. If
you ask me, what can you do? I'm telling you, if you do know, if you're in a situation where you do know,
that's like
then you say something.
That's like the most high level like bitch shit though. Like you know what I mean? Okay.
Right. All right, I'll make you a list and we talk about it on the next show.
Write the list.
I'm writing list. All right, Foolish is the last track, number 6. Parentheses high all day. My foolish heart. That's a sample maybe. It's like my foolish heart is in the background. And this is the track that's about somebody that he knows. It's a very relatable track. And, he defines it in the interview that's following and breaks it down. So just stay tuned for that. But it's a phenomenal track. And it really, really, really spoke to me and it spoke to brother. And if there's a lot of people out here that are going through the same scenario where you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys may be growing apart. And you talk about it. What's going on? Maybe you heard something about this person, whatever. But it's let me see. What I put in here? Relationship with somebody he was close with that turned on him, and he was a whore about it. He was a whore about the situation. That's what I wrote. So speaks to me.
The way you put whore, the way you spelled whore on there though was like.
I put HORRO because I know I wanted to say it like a B Morris.
A whore. It does stab extra deeply, like when a Baltimore person calls you a whore, like, you a whore. I'd be like,
But that's it. I give the album a 10-2. Fantastic
that's my
album.
stab there, y'all.
That's the Eddie Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, it's Charlie Murphy stabbing people on the real world. Yeah.
We both give the album a 10. I think that might be the first time that we both. Was it the first? Well, at the same time.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering. I'm sure there was one, but I can't remember which album it was.
I feel like it might have been one, but it's a rarity that it happens. Let's say that.
Yeah, they even give the same rating at the same time. It's like it doesn't happen in the majority of our episodes. Right, that's for sure.
But that's it. Make sure you stay tuned. Listen to the interview. Let us know what you think. How you like the album. Comment. He has more music. All the links for his music will be in the notes.
So check out the notes for Patreon as well. Contribute.
Yes.
Comment, please. Your opinions.
Absolutely. Alphas everywhere.
What you want to see more. Hit the same handle on every platform.
Questions, comments, concerns.
Podcast.
You can email us as well.
Anywhere you listen to the podcast, same handle.
Yes.
Email us as well. Thank you so much. We love you.
We love you. Bye. Have a great week.
Check out my Get High tree. My Get High tree. If you have some paper, I'd roll your joint right now.
I get big high if I get a little low. Too low, I don't get high. Cause a sober mind and overtime is the level of this game. Everybody know your nickname. Fans love you from a mile away, but the hometown show disdain. That shit behind me pissed, man. They call my brother a snitch, man. And I don't know shit, so I lack experience with a shit stain. And nobody wanna be donkey of the month. Never changed up. Put the car key up in the truck. Shit still started up. My nigga dough hands will ball you up. This nigga Mo hands will cause alarm. They all want a program, a part of
welcome. It's Absolutely Alpha. I'm Trina.
And Blackmikemo in the building.
Peace. Much love.
Yes. So I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year. Thanks for joining Absolutely Alphas again. And as mentioned, Blackmikemo, #Blackway is his new album released back in October of 2018. And we're honored to have you with us today on the show. We really appreciate your time. How you doing today?
I'm good. I thank you for allowing me to be here with you guys. I really like what y'all do with your reviews. Y'all, brother sister combo thing is real dope. So it's dope that I get to be a part of this.
Appreciate that positive feedback. We really, really do. Thank you so much. So we'll jump right into things. We got to find out how your week was first. That's our thing on the show. How was your week as our guest?
It's a week-to-week recording. Yeah.
So I've been selling merchandise all week. I got my Blackway t-shirts here, and they're going for sale for $10 right now. You can just Instagram me at Blackmikemo to find those. But I was in recovery because I had a show. We did one of the last shows at Shaka's on the 28th. And I was sick at the show. I was tired. So I was definitely in recovery mode after the fact. So I've been selling t-shirts and recovering, recharging the batteries this week.
Nice, good. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
glad you're back in effect. Absolutely.
How was your week, bro?
Oh, thanks for asking. Oh my goodness, sis. Oh my goodness.
I care about you, bro.
Just same old basic stuff. Just the work, podcast, YouTube. Kickboxing balance. Just a lot of just balancing the spokes, and a lot of things have been cut out. A lot of unnecessary sugar. Well, the holidays are over. I'm still glad about that. So that's about it. This is basic stuff. Just readjust, better life. New year, new me, all that kind of stuff too.
New year, new me out here. Like everybody, girl,
right. Like, the basic new year, new me shit.
Yeah. Right. So we'll jump right in the interview. I'm gonna start out. I know you've been in the game for a minute. Your album, your body of work is phenomenal. Sorry, my dog, my boyfriend just got in. That's our puppy Maltese barking. But been in the game since 2011. I know you've been in there probably before that. We're going to get into that. But I just want to let everybody know that's listening. To me, your vibe is phenomenal. You have a 90s underground, raw, gritty, conscious, which is a very unique fusion. And I respect that. I was very impressed with your album. It had me. I was like, wow. I was very impressed. Yeah. It's definitely something that, like, we went out to the store earlier before the interview, and we were listening to it. Like, we're definitely fans. So we'll be in touch.
Thank you.
I saw that you remixed the Cypher song, or like you've done different versions of it. The song Cypher, it's been done in a few different variations. So that was dope.
Yeah,
definitely. Thank you. So,
how long have you been rapping?
My whole life. If I'm 28,
I like that.
21 years, 29 actually. So 22 years.
Okay, we got some. I've seen that freeze for the second time. It's okay. It might be a recording side effect.
Are you freezing on purpose, or are you really freezing?
I don't think you really did it on purpose.
Where'd he go?
Are you still with us? Is the audio still live? Are you still with us?
I don't think he is. This is what I'm talking about with this Skype.
Yeah, I was thinking about using UFO or something else too. UFO. Just say something when you come back around.
There you go.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right, give me one.
We see you now.
Yeah, you look. Yeah, we see you. We see you.
Yeah, my phone just bugged out of nowhere, man, because my laptop. Okay.
It's all good, brother.
All right. Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, you're back.
All right, bet. All right, so I'm sorry about that, man. I'm gonna kick right back into it. So I was telling the story earlier of how I used to write my songs and I would be upset because they were so short. Like they would, I would a song in particular I wrote to the Ice Cube Push Rhymes Like Weight record. So every time it came on the radio, I would grab my notebook and start rapping along with it. But before he even got to his hook, my entire song would be over. And so it took about another year for me to realize your verses aren't long enough. And so that's kind of like to give you a play on how long I've been rapping. Like I was that young where I couldn't even put that together. You know.
Right.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
So let's see. Let's get into this. Were you born and raised in Virginia? I know you started in Norfolk and you moved to Virginia Beach, but have you always been a Virginia native?
Yep, been born here, lived in a few different cities here, and I plan on, ending my days here also. I love Virginia.
You pledge allegiance to your hood, so to speak.
I pledge allegiance to VA, baby, all day.
Damn. All right, that's what's
all
up.
Day.
What artist would you say inspired you the most as a youth and growing up that really made you say, I want to do this. This is where I want to go with things?
I would definitely probably have to honestly say my older brother. He rapped, and I was like, okay, I need to rap. Once you pick that up, DMX is an artist that I listen to where I was like, I love the fact that he doesn't have a hype man. He just gets in there, does his own things. He'll sing on his hooks if he has to. I like that. And then throughout life, when Kanye West came around, I was like, oh, I don't have to lie to people and tell them I'm going to shoot them in the song. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. So when Kanye came around, that's when it was like, okay, really be you now, So my brother, DMX, Kanye West, probably the hugest influences on why I do what I do.
Okay. And you know what? One of the songs you had about when you referenced Kanye West,
yeah.
He was like,
he pissed me off.
I was weak.
And that was a sad day for you, I'm sure, when you heard about that. Like I was sad to hear about it. So I know you want to
be a white woman to get like
probably were. I know
it was a sad month or two, man, because I didn't want to let it go, man. I'm like, this is my man, so it was rough.
I'm honestly still trying to hang in there with him. Like, I'm still a fan, and I'm like, this is just a stage. But it's been a long phase now, so I might need to let it go. But I love Kanye West. I still think he's a musical genius. I liked his pieces this past summer. And,
well, he's not R. Kelly, so we can separate his personal life from his music.
Right. You're right. Yeah. R. Kelly out here, right?
I know. So I noticed in one of your songs you said that you said that you're married. So shout outs to that. I always like to hear artists say that they're married. A lot of artists don't do that. How long have you been married?
Thank you. 4 years. 4 years?
4 years.
4 years. 4 years. Anniversary was yesterday, actually.
Okay, happy belated anniversary. Black love. That's what's up. We love to see that.
Much love. Thank you.
What do you do outside of making wonderful music? What are some of your interests that you have?
Hobbies, yeah.
So you'll definitely catch me binging a TV show, watching a movie 2-3 times in a row or something, skipping through it, breaking it down, or gaming. I'm a young gamer. I'm not very good, but I enjoy playing video games. And other than that, that's really about it. Spending time with the fam,
Okay.
I don't go anywhere.
Up on my bad. Are you up on the Mortal Kombat's, man? Are you up on those?
So I'm on them, but I ain't up on them. Like I get beat down anytime I pick up the control. I taught my son how to play, and he got to running the sticks, and I was just looking like I'm really trying to beat him, and I couldn't. It was crazy.
Right. Okay, got you.
That's what's up. And I have that. I know my brother likes video games, but I'm a movie buff too, and I'm real finicky and picky with movies and stuff. I edit this show and I do all the production for the show, and I'm trying to get more into that. And there's this show. So let me tell you, there's this movie, not a show, it's a movie, Mr. Church with Eddie Murphy. I think it was his last movie that he made.
Yeah.
It was like a timepiece. So in the very beginning, they messed my man up because it's like the first 5 minutes he's smoking a cigarette, right? So you got a cigarette, boom, an ashtray. And so it's like medium size. So then they shoot to it. And that ain't even the bad parts. And then they shoot to it again. And the joint is like almost a butt. And the very next shot is like this long.
It's a whole
I said, what are they doing? I was so upset. And I was more upset that it was Eddie Murphy's movie. And then I was even more upset that it was in the first 5 minutes, you know?
That made me cut the movie off.
Right. Forget about it. Let's see what else. You got any questions for him?
Yeah. So Blackmikemo, so like what would you say, because you've been rapping and writing and rapping so long before like your official releases starting 2011. So like what drove you into like continuing, and then actually getting started by 2011? Because a lot of guys would have like just been kind of dipping and dabbing with it, and wouldn't have just took that leap and took it as seriously as you did. Because I mean, I could tell by your efforts on Blackway that it's something that it's a craft that you take very seriously. So,
definitely.
Right, so I mean, what was the leading sequential inspirations or causes for you to get into the game to this level?
Obviously my children and my family, but that's what we go to work 9 to 5 for until our dreams aspire. Until our dreams actually are there, we got to go and work for somebody else for most of us. Shout out to all of the Black entrepreneurs. But I did realize that I had something that people needed to hear. Not even that they wanted to hear, but that they need, like, you need to hear this. And you know what? It doesn't sound like the other people who make this for you. I make the medicine taste good. I can make it sound like Lil Uzi in them, or I can give it to you like J. Cole in them. And then I can give it to you like Nas in them too. You know what I'm saying? But
yes, sir.
I want you to be getting fed, and you don't even realize it until the 5th or the 6th time that you've listened to it.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you, the song "Foolish," that really, really spoke to me. That song really, really spoke to me because I've been in that position so many times, and it felt good to hear that it's an ongoing theme in other people's lives. You know what I mean? Yeah. And are you gonna tell us who that song was about?
Not at all, but. I think it's very dope that you said that you went through it too. At the end of the day, what the song pretty much deals with, one dude is from the streets, one dude isn't, and the dude that isn't wants to be so close to the person that's from the streets, but you got to understand that it's only so close you can get. And with artists nowadays, we forget that we can be vulnerable. Right. Like, everybody wants to seem untouchable and impenetrable and nothing can get to me, but that's not true. If you have a friend of yours and you hear that he did something that's just way below the code, you don't know if it's true. You just hear that he did. Your initial reaction isn't going to be to cut him off or to, omit him from your life. Your initial reaction is going to be, whoa, why? How could you? I would love to see why. So when people always try and skip that part. And so I wanted to fill in the blanks with the record Foolish. And it's kind of funny that it has blanks in it. But I wanted to fill in that blank right there, and those are real names in all the blanks. There's an unedited version out there that some people have in their possession, some people have heard, nobody's getting dissed. It just makes it mysterious. And it does save face, because if I do get famous, some of those people might get dragged, with the internet out here. So,
yeah, that was a dope track. I really appreciated that. So I will say big ups to that. Another question about one of your previous albums. Well, not albums. It was a track you had called Bandits or Bandage. What is that about? What does that mean? That word. I never heard that word before.
So we're talking about benches.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Benches. So I want to shout out to Chach, J. Av from Bad News. He definitely invented the word bench. some years ago. Bench. And so, of course, when you shouldn't disrespect women and call them the B word. But, if you're going to, why don't you try and say bench and make it a little funny instead? And so with that record, I figured I would rap about all of the benches locally that I may have been attracted to or interested in. Some of it was just for play. Some of them were prominent, and I knew it would be funny if I mentioned their name in that light. And it was fun because nobody got upset, not to my knowledge. No one's husband or boyfriend got upset. It was all in fun,
Nice. Cool. So I only got one more song. I only got one more question. Do you have any other questions?
It's spitting out here. I don't have any more questions. I wanted to just comment. Really, there's so much shock value in the quality of your music, because something that we discussed off air before is like you said you were like better than your peers, like other local rap artists, and that has been my sentiment listening to local music around here for a long time. And there's a lot of shock value to like when someone like you is just so on it. I mean, just the quality of your music is just, it was a great album. I mean,
right. It's soulful. It's a lot of elements that we appreciate.
It is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna call it like I see it. I think I have very objective reviews, and I mean, it is what it is. You had a great album. Yeah, you had a great album, man. I mean, and
Thank you.
And it's like, and it's like I'm not used to hearing that from Virginia artists, unfortunately. And so I'm looking forward to maybe hearing some other artists in your circle, or maybe local artists that have influenced you over time, other guys you network with in the area. Because I used to like really invest in local artists out here. Like I'll be in the Walmart parking lot and I'll buy those mixtapes. I used to anyway. I won't now because
yeah.
But I mean, but it's like I used to look out, man. I used to be in the Walmart parking lot and like some random guy would walk up to me, harass me, and I would just buy his mixtape.
You would hang out in the Walmart
for no reason.
Well, I mean, I'm walking to my car, okay, trying to put my groceries up, and it's like, but your music is like that
next level.
It's at elite level, man. And it's like, and I wish you luck, man, because it's like, unfortunately, like elite level artists don't always get like the recognition, the notoriety, like the Grammy Awards and that you deserve. But so I wish you luck in the game, and you deserve whatever you get from the game.
It's very humbling, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. But it's like I was to the point where I was like, you probably ain't even from here, you know what I mean? But you are from here, know. Yeah. So like that humbled me in my opinions.
Yep.
And that's something I'll probably reiterate on the show in some short and paraphrased version. But I don't think I have any more questions. I mean, I guess you can tell me like what other artists, local artists,
you knew that was my question too.
You think are on your level, or like I know you don't want to see anyone's on your level, but like that you would recommend for me based upon my taste.
What other local artists do you respect to mention?
So my personal favorite artist is Sick Mike. He's from Newport News. He is his music is gangster, but there's nothing that he can do about that. When you meet him and you see him, you're like, yeah. But aside from that, the brother got all of the food. We speaking the same thing. He's just coming and he's nice. I wouldn't be very comfortable going toe to toe with him on a record. He takes it there. Soul Son is very lyrical. The takeover, Fame P can rap so well, but he's also that artist that's vulnerable. He's not afraid to let you know how he feels, or to sound soft on a track. I even say it in Foolish. They'll probably joke me. Like, whatever. I don't care. Like, Fame doesn't care. He'll pour it all out there, and he's an incredible MC. Omega Red. A lot of people know Omega Red. They knew Omega Red, and they are going to know Omega Red. And that's really all I can say about O-Red. O-Red, he wrote with Junipers and Mankind back in the 90s. He's a freestyle genius. He's probably the best rapper on the planet, honestly.
Omega Red? And then And then he's named after an X-Men villain, which is dope too.
I like that name, right?
You
That
know,
name,
like
Omega Red,
that's how it is.
he was a problem on the show too. X-Men, he was a problem.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Right. So the last question I have for you is right now, including hip hop, I'm gonna ask you to include 2 other genres and give me 3 songs that you have that are currently in your rotation or in your repertoire that you like, that you listen to, or your go-to tracks.
Nice.
What are we listening to? We like Kodak Black. We definitely like Kodak. It's that Z. You know, we like Kodak. I like a bar. It's hard because I really love and hate trap music at the same time.
Like, me too.
I can't get through a whole album of anybody or I like Mo Bamba. I like the silly song by 6ix9ine. I like the Testimony joint by Kodak is crazy. But rappers, I'm always listening to stuff in the past or instrumentals. I don't listen to too much rap. I listen to rap to entertain me more than lyricists these days. I want to laugh at you. Like I love listening and laughing with Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby, I get a kick out of Lil Baby, man. Like I love it, man. But the outside of hip hop, I love Maroon 5. I don't like a lot of their new work, but
the old school.
Yes, I'm a fan of songs about Jane and the 3-4 albums that came after that.
Me too. Same.
I like 80s punk or rock pop, maybe I guess you could call it. Edge of 17, the Coasters, you know, and then reggae, you know.
Okay, I love reggae too.
There we go.
Buju, Beanie, of course Bob, but really Steel Pulse, you know.
Right.
Sitting back with reggae. Barris Hammond, you know, like I said, you don't get married and not listen to Barris Hammond. So definitely rocking Barris.
Another artist I wanted to mention to you that we went to a show, my boyfriend and I, a few weeks ago, maybe a month. It was before the holidays. A guy called The Concept with a K. Have you heard of him?
That's my man's.
Okay. Yeah, he was.
You know what? Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to go back to the rappers, I don't want no smoke with The Concept neither.
Yeah. He was nice. But yeah, that's all we got. Shout yourself out. Where can we find you? And if we want to listen to your music and buy some merch.
Handles.
So I'm at Blackmikemo everywhere. IG, Snapchat, Facebook. DM me about T-shirts, music, anything. If you just want to go, you know, that way you can, you know, chop it up with me. But if you just want to go straight to the website, go to blackmikemo.com. All the music is there, the merch is there, everything that you need, that you're looking for, that you would want to support, you know, for a local MC. It's a one-stop shop for you right there. And I also have other artists getting exposure on my pages also, other artists that I work closely with, you know, so you can come and see what we all got going on.
Okay, wonderful. Well, brother, we thank you. It was a wonderful interview. We love your energy. We love your music, everything about you. Everybody listening, we're going to put everything that he mentioned in the YouTube notes, so make sure you check it out. And we'll talk to you next week. Thanks again, Blackmikemo. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Much love. Peace. Thank you so much.
Peace. We got a few pieces of art that kind of dig a little bit. Check out my Get High trick. My Get High trick. If you have some paper, roll your joint right now.
I get big high if I get a little low. Too low, I don't get high. Cause it's sober minded overtime is the only way they get by to the next level of this game. Everybody know your nickname. Fans love you from a mile away, but the hometown show disdain. That shit behind me piss, man. They call my brother a snitch, man. And I don't know shit, so I lack experience with a shit stain. And nobody wanna be donkey of the month. Never changed up. Put the car key up in the truck. Shit still started up. My nigga dope hands will ball you up. This nigga Mo hands will cause alarm. They all want a program, a part of us. It sounds similar to Coke, need Coke.